All right, y'all. Machiavelli Mills TV and other news about you got to watch your friends and you got to know what type of woman you got, right? So, I watch a lot of these Chicago vloggers interviews, right? Whether it be J Main, King Yella. I was watching, what's the other one name? What's the young boy living in Arizona now? What is his name, man? Billionaire Black. I was watching all these different vloggers and stuff and listening to what they got to say. FYB J Main, first of all, J Main need to be saluted. He got everybody talking like him. It hit different. It hit different. One of my little whoops, all of he going crazy and he's on every type of platform and he's highly requested and getting interviewed a lot, right? So anyway, he got FBG Butta on there. And Butta out here doing his thing, making his rounds, making his money, getting these interviews cracking, right? He interviewing FBG Butta, and they talked about the death of his friend FYB Trigga. FYB Trigga, I believe, was killed last year, right? He died from a gunshot wound, right? And FYB Trigga had a wife while he was alive. Young boy was married, had him a wife. Butta is his close friend, his right-hand man's, the godfather to FYB Trigga's children with his wife. After FYB Trigga dies, FBG Butta starts dating that man's wife. And eventually marries his homie's wife. FBG, all these letters, goddamn. FBG Butta marries his deceased friend's wife a year after he passes away. That's some crazy shit. See, now that make me think y'all was messing around the whole time. You gotta have been messing around the whole time. Block dudes, I'm gonna say block N-words. That's why I'm not cool or friends with block N-words. They think shit like that is cool. They don't have no type of code or morality when it comes to that. And I'm not saying that non-street dudes don't do it, because it's dudes that's not in the street that do that. But block dudes, typically, they the boldest ones with it. They do shit like just out in the open. They don't, and some people will be like, oh, at least you're doing it in my face. Nah. It's wild stuff that they be doing. And they think stuff like that is okay and think, oh, we grown. Nah, bro, it's a code. A man gotta have a code, like they said on The Wire. And if you don't, I promise you look crazy out here. Cause he talking about in the interview, he like, we was both mourning together. See all that shit, we mourning with your homeboy's girl and all that stuff. And you see, and you gotta know what type of woman you got too. Cause a woman that I'm rocking with, that I make my wife, I'm gonna ride with a woman, and you never would know what happens. What a person is capable of, what they're going to do, right? But I feel like I'm a good indicator now at this moment. I have good discernment to know what type of woman, if your woman would be messing around with your homeboy, if something happened to you, etc. I don't care because he deceased. That ain't cool. It's wrong. It's foul as hell. And that boy know it's foul. He don't care. He talking about, I was the godfather to them kids, so who better than me to come take care of them? Nah, bro. You gotta take care of his family without sleeping with his woman. Without marrying his woman and all that freaking on and all that shit. That's foul. That's wild. That's when brothers is really losing their mind. That's how dudes get their head bust. That's how dudes really get other stuff, worse stuff done to them. And I ain't wishing that on Butta at all. And I don't think it's gonna happen. It is what it is. But it's foul. It's shiesty. And that's why when I was younger, my pops used to tell me, first of all, you gotta know what type of woman you got. You gotta know if you got a woman that do some wild stuff like that. It's why I vet a woman. Especially in my early 20s, I was vetting a woman before I took her serious, before I started dating her, etc. Right? Because in general, you got to know what is she capable of. If she's capable of backstabbing you, is she capable of playing you to the left? Brothers be out here getting with girls who had a crush on their homeboys first, who was trying to talk to their homeboy at first, who was girls they dating girls that was hard-eyeing they homeboys stories on Instagram and shit. It couldn't be me. I could never be second fiddle to my homeboy and get with a girl I know had eyes for my homeboy. That's wild. And it's weak. You know what I mean? So you was second place. And then for two, you gotta know if your woman to step out on you for real. Now, granted, anybody's capable of anything, but you just gotta recognize certain tendencies and stuff that she would do. And you can kind of tell if she's the type that could, do that to you. Now I'm saying, and sometimes people get fooled for real, but it's just certain stuff you got to vet this woman and know what's her type. And not what's her type in a man, but what is she made of? Then my father used to always tell me, listen, your friends shouldn't have certain access to your woman. I'm never telling my homeboys nothing I'm doing sexually with my woman. I'm not talking about nothing that we doing in the bed to them. First of all, that's weird to me anyway. You're not gonna know what my wife or my woman is doing to me, right? Then I'm not leaving y'all alone and shit like that. Like, my father would be like, sometimes if your homeboy spend the night at your house and you might have to run to the store, your homeboy come with you to run to the store. He ain't staying in the house with your old lady, with your woman. He ain't doing nothing like that, right? And ultimately, it comes down to trust to you and your homeboys and what type of friends you got in general, which is why I also vet the homeboys I got. I observe them for a minute to see if there's a person I would want around me. I listen to the way he talk. Watch how he carry himself and say, I don't know, I'm not fucking with dude like that. We can just be cool in passing, that's it. Or if it's a person that you feel like is a value friend who would be an asset to your life in some type of way. Not financially, but, spiritually with upliftment, or a friend that is a person that you feel like is trustworthy and loyal to the bone gristle. I only hang around individuals that I feel is loyal like that, right? But anyway, yeah, man, but you don't have your friend having certain access to your woman and all of that, because I guarantee you, FBG Butta had a lot of access to FYB Trigga's woman in some way or somehow, and they was flirting on the side, jokey, they was doing this and doing that and all of that, and it got way out of hand. And I'm seeing that right now. Look at the situation right now. D-Thing, Lil Durk's brother, his baby mama, his ex, I don't know if they was married or not, might have been, or engaged. His woman is now with a dude from O Block and having a baby with a dude from O Block. Now, granted, even though D-Thing, not saying everybody in O Block and everybody from Dog Pound, D-Thing, Hood, and all of that, I'm not saying all of them are clicked up and cool. But yo, you gotta find somebody else outside of some regular guys to be messing with. That's just wild to me. That's block N-word mentality. Cause the dude she having a baby about, he don't care. He think it's cool, it's fine. I bet you was shaking D-Thing hand all the time, all in D-Thing face, all around him in his company, in his presence. Probably all, just every time you see him shaking up with him, all type of crazy stuff with him. Now you having a baby with this old lady. That's just foul to me. But see, block N-words, they do shit like that and think it's acceptable and think that they should be given passes for it. Like, oh, we just fell in love, gang. We like each other now and all that bullshit. That's bullshit to me. You know what I mean? Ain't no way. I got homies that I've been knowing for a long time that they didn't have beautiful girlfriends. Hey, that's your woman. I'm not fooling with her. I'm not. You can be done. You can be you can be out of a relationship with her for years. I'm not messing with her. I'm not doing nothing with her. Right? You're not going to catch me out here trying to get her alone or trying to kick it with her, trying to be all in her face, trying to text her. I'm not doing all that shit. I got homies, bro, for real. I be trying not to like, and when they girlfriends, they old girlfriends, I'm not trying to like your pictures and stuff. They still my friends on Facebook and stuff. I'm not trying to like, especially provocative looking pictures, really, right? The provocative ones where some girls be having little skimpy clothes on and all of that. You could be broken up with her. I ain't trying to like them pictures. Because I just got a certain code and a certain amount of honor and respect amongst my friends that I'm not trying to break. And see, a lot of these street dudes, they don't have no ethics and morals because they out here doing street shit. And street dudes do snake-type behavior to each other, to their enemies, to dudes. They try to get over on people. That's the game they play out here in the street. And they running that in their personal life, right? They feel like one of their homies weak, or one of their homies, they have an in with their woman, a way in with their woman, or their woman is their weakness, or, you got a woman that, is a little bit promiscuous or a little bit, she's open to flirty with you, flirty games with their mans. They try to exploit that in any way to benefit themselves. I've seen dudes know their homeboy I've seen dudes know that their homeboy's girl likes them. They have sex with their homeboy's girl and then tell him after the fact. That's wild shit. Don't have sex with the girl, get the benefits, and then go run and tell your mans. Because at that point, we ain't going to be cool. I'm going to beat your ass, too, just for trying to play with me like that. I ain't going to beat the girl ass. I'm not going to hurt her. I'm going to beat your ass for trying to play with me like that. Then my sister might have to whoop the girl ass or something like that, right? But I'm going to just go ahead and let her be and let her go on about her situation. But, yeah, man, Butta foul for that. Messing with his homeboys. And Butta got interviews sitting right next to FYB Trigga. being right there with him, chilling out in interviews, trying to keep him level-headed and all of that, being his homie. Now you with his wife. And all in it, I'm the goddad to them kids, so goddaddy is now with mama. That's just crazy. That's crazy to me, man. I don't know, man. People think we getting in this world where people think shit like that is okay and it's cool. Look what Omarion was doing. I mean, April Jones was doing with Lil Fizz. It was trifling, and brothers out here moving trifling because they don't over sex, over a woman. They don't have no morals, and a lot of men, they weak for women. They will do anything for a woman's attention. That's foul to me, man. Machiavelli Mills TV. I'm out. Peace.